Deadbolt Sports here on the Ramblin' and Gamblin' Sports Network with your Sunday NFL preview. Kind of a wild game last night. The Dolphins absolutely hammered the Jags. We did not have an official play on that one, although unofficially we were on the Dolphins. But I just wanted to kind of see how that one played out. And based on that kind of helped us out. Kind of confirmed a couple of things we were already thinking for this week. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and jump right into it. First game up is going to be the Minnesota Vikings against the Tennessee Titans. Again, as I said, the Jags put up quite a few points against the Titans in their last game. And, obviously they struggled mightily against the Dolphins last night. So basically exposing that the Titans defense is not very good, which is exactly what the Vikings need to kind of get their offense on track. They have really, really struggled the first two games. At home, we feel like they'll get it back together, be able to put up some more points, and be able to get the win here against the Titans. Last I looked, they were getting about 3, so an added bonus, getting 3 points at home. So we'll back the Vikings against the Tennessee Titans. Second game up will be the Chicago Bears, Atlanta Falcons. We're going to back the Bears here. Our numbers say the Bears are the better team. They're getting 3. I'm not sure mentally where the Falcons are going to be coming in this game this week. After the catastrophic meltdown of last week, my guess is it's not going to be good. So we look for the Bears to get the win here. They're getting 3. We feel like they'll be able to win this one outright. So we'll take the Bears over the Falcons. Next game up is the Bengals and the Eagles. This is more of a play against the Eagles defense. We feel like Cincinnati will be able to put up some points. And basically I feel like this will probably be a shootout. Two not very good defenses. But we will take the Bengals over the Eagles here, getting right at about 5 points. Next game up is the Texans and the Steelers. We'll take the Texans here, getting 4 last I looked. But we'll back the Texans. We feel like they'll be able to score on that Steelers defense. All they're very good. We still feel like the Texans will be able to score just enough to keep this one close, to get the cover and maybe even the outright win. So we'll back the Texans here. Next up, Redskins and the Browns. Again, I've said it every week. We'll continue to fade the Browns here as long as they'll let us. So we're going to fade them again here. We'll take the Redskins getting a touchdown against the Browns. We feel like Washington will be able to keep this one really close. And again, wouldn't be surprised if they win this one outright. But we'll take the Redskins against the Browns. Next up, we got the Rams and the Bills. This should be a really good game. 2 pretty good teams, 2 of the better teams in the league. Again, we've got the Rams graded out as the better team. Again, they're catching 3. Last we looked, well, it's actually down to 1 now. But catching 1 point there on the road. Again, we feel like they'll be able to get the win outright at Buffalo. So we're going to back the Rams. I think it'll be just too much offense from the Rams for the Bills to be able to keep up. Next game up, Chargers against Carolina. Chargers so close with knocking off the Chiefs last week. Obviously a very good defense. This does not bode well for the Carolina offense. And the Carolina defense is not very good. So that just tells us the Chargers ought to be able to get a pretty easy victory here. 6.5 point favorite. Be sure and try to keep that at 6.5 if at all possible. 7 is one of those hot numbers we really don't want to get on, or definitely not over 7. But back to Chargers here against the Carolina Panthers. Next up, the Colts, Jets. Not a lot of discussion here. Colts at home. Jets are just a bad football team. It's kind of like if you're going to give us free money, we're going to take it here. This number has ballooned up quite a bit. It started at 7. The opening line now is up to 12. It's kind of in that no man's land. It could be 13. It could be 11. That's kind of all the same as far as the lines go. So, like I said, as long as you can get this thing under 14, go ahead and take the Colts minus the points against the Jets. We feel like this one probably will not be very close. Colts at home will be motivated to go ahead and try to get an easy victory here. Next up, Arizona, Detroit. We're going to take the Detroit Lions plus 5.5 last I looked against the Arizona Cardinals. I think a lot of people are going to be back in Arizona here after their win last week. This is one of those lines that are, our power ratings don't have it this much. These two teams relatively close. It's one of those, kind of trap games, kind of like the Miami-Jacksonville game. Miami was initially favored for a reason. Same thing here. This thing opened at 3. Arizona at home, -3. It's gone up to 5.5 now. I feel like they're really baiting you in here to taking Arizona. So we're going to take Detroit plus 5.5. My guess is this line's going to go up. You maybe get 6, even 7. Again, if you can try to get to that hot number of 7, go ahead and try to get there. Next up, Seattle, Dallas. We're going to take Seattle here. Russell Wilson, Seattle, they've been red hot here. If not for a meltdown last week by the Falcons, Dallas was basically getting blown out, and somehow came back and won that football game. But obviously they're exposed. Just not a good football team. So we're going to take Seattle, who we think is the much better team here. -5 last we checked. But again, as long as you can get 6 or under, you can stay on the Seahawks here against Dallas. I don't think that number's going to go up. You'll probably get a lot of Dallas money. They're a very popular team with the average better. So take Seattle against Dallas. Next up, Tampa Bay, Denver. We like Tampa Bay in this one over Denver. I think Tampa Bay will be able to put up some points, and I don't think that the Broncos will be able to keep up here. So we're going to take Tampa Bay minus is 5.5 last I saw. Again, if you can just keep this under 7, that'd be good. But back Tampa Bay over Denver. Next up, the Sunday night game. Green Bay coming off a very impressive win against Detroit last week. The Saints coming off a very unimpressive loss to the Raiders last week. We've got this basically as a pick 'em. This one opened at 6, already down to 3. Try to get that 3. We're going to take Green Bay here plus the points. Green Bay is playing phenomenal right now. Like I said, I think they're going to be able to move the ball and put up some points here against the Saints. Offense, Michael Thomas again's out, so we feel like definitely Green Bay's got the advantage here to be able to put some points up. So we're going to take Green Bay for the Sunday night game against New Orleans. The Monday night game, we have no opinion. We feel like that line is spot on. I know there's quite a bit of money. The line movement is going to Baltimore. It's now up to 3.5 last we saw. But we're going to be an official pass on Monday night. If something changes or we figure something out different, we'll be back with you on the Monday Deadbolt Daily and give you an update. But as for now, we're an official pass on the Monday night game. Should be a good one. I think these are definitely the top 2, 3, 4 teams in the league. I think Baltimore's definitely better than Kansas City at this point. But like I said, I can't. That's merely my opinion. I can't put the numbers to it to justify giving y'all a play on them. But anyway, if some changes, we'll get back to you. If not, hope you enjoy your weekend. If you hadn't done so, check out the college football preview for tomorrow. It's up there, jam-packed, full of winners to go through. But anyway, check that out. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Rambling Gambling Network. Like this video. Drop us a comment if you like, and follow us on Twitter at Deadbolt Sports. Talk to you soon.